Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to me rescuing this silly little hamster. She's going on exciting adventures. I have to keep rescuing her because she climbs out of my pocket, down onto my lap, and then onto the chair, and then starts going onto the floor. So she's young, and she's very curious about the world. She likes to go exploring. She's an absolute cutie. But I'm going to put her back into her cage so she can go back to sleep. I woke her up, as I tend to do. But here we go. She's a sweetheart. Here we go. I'm not going to hurt you. Feet on my hands so you don't get too scared. And now in your cage. There you go. Thank you very much. Yay. She's in the bottom cage since I have a stack of 2 cages next to me. And her lid for her cage is Dr. Snurf's cage, which is right next to me and on top of that. So her cage runs this way, his cage runs this way across the top, and so I got 2 hamsters there, not just one. Yay. I love hamsters so much. I just wanted to talk about not a whole lot of things today. Today I got not too early of a start. It is 7:53 and I woke up at 20 to 7. Well, 6:30-ish, approximately that time. Before that, I was just waiting for my alarm to go off while I was fully awake but hurting, and it was cold, so didn't want to get out of bed. And my lower denture plate is just driving me nuts. I, of course, forgot to glue it in before starting. Don't want to just stop and then start again, so my apologies. But it was really, really cold, and so I got out of bed, and now I'm getting started at 7:54. Which is okay. I talked sort of about this yesterday with the taking care of myself. Back before, when I barely was able to sleep and I'd go to bed at 2 o'clock and then pain would wake me up at 4 or 5. When I was having to live with that, I'd come in here and then just start waking up, and then at 6:30, 6 o'clock, I'd start recording. Because, hey, I'd had an hour and a half, 2 hours to wake up. It was time to get stuff done. Now I get irate at myself when I wake up at 6:30, get things together, get dressed, sit in my chair, and it's 7 o'clock and my brain isn't ready to start recording. It's like, that's only been 20 minutes. It used to take 2 hours. You know, don't be upset at yourself because you're not giving yourself time. So, I've been a morning person and not a morning person my whole life, in that when I wake up, I immediately start talking. My mouth just goes. I don't have to be awake to talk. I can talk about anything. That was the thing that drove my wife crazy. She was never a morning person. It took her a good hour to wake up, just grunts in the morning. I would roll out of bed, and even though up here I was still just going, huh? I'm still like, oh, wow, hey, look, the sun is shining. It's a beautiful day. Can you hear the birds? Not engaged up here, but immediately going down here. So my mouth can talk. My brain takes a long time to get engaged. So I've got to give myself more time and don't punish myself because I need that time. Just because my mouth can run doesn't mean my brain can, and I can't punish myself because it takes time. Even in the military, at least back when I was, if you were first woke up in that first second, half second, even if you clocked the guy that woke you up and it was your base commander, by law, under military law, you were not going to get in trouble for that, because when you just wake up, you are not you. So yeah, you wake up and bam, it's like threat. So it doesn't matter if that's your CO, you're waking up, you're not you. Now, I don't know how, I mean, I'm quite sure that they would have found a way to punish you, but strictly by law and by rule, that's not an issue, because they understand waking up, you're not awake. So it takes time, especially as you get older. Oh well. And with this, it's, even as some parts of my life are getting better, other parts continue in their old ways, and I want to change that quite a bit, because I work under the concept largely of organized chaos. And then I have stacks and just places that I put things, and then there'll be a pile. And then it's like, well, do you know where this is? Not exactly, but I know it's in this pile. Here it is. I need this. Oh, I don't know exactly, but it's in this pile. Up, here it is. And then you don't know exactly where things are, but you know the stack the thing is in. Organized chaos. It actually, if you've ever seen that absent-minded person who you look at the nightmare of the place, but you just say, do you have this? And they go, oh yeah, the 1942 treatise on how to best treat frogs for syphilis. And they go up to this one stack and just go up, and then pull it right out. Because they know where it is. Organized chaos. I was banging into both my mic stand and stuff, so if the sound sounded weird, my apologies. So, but you got to be careful with that, because I tend to get really sloppy, and I have fought my whole life against that. But as I have also been getting much better in my bedroom, now that I've got things more together, that I'm waking up, I used to just keep everything in bins, but hampers, that's the word, hamper. I would carry all my clean clothes in this one hamper, and then the dirty clothes in another hamper to wash them, and then I put the clean clothes back into the clean hampers, and then I would just work out of basically buckets of clothing. I'm back at the point now where all of my clothing is separated and in drawers. All of my shirts are hanging up. It's working out. My head is coming back together, and I am becoming a good person at keeping things together and tidy. It's just my immediate work area that's harder, because I'm around it all the time, but doing things at the same time. And I don't want to get too involved with changing stuff, because I got cables everywhere because of my equipment. And I don't want to be having this thing rendering, which I spend most of my time doing, and then being pottering about and then accidentally click and boom, everything powers down. I've already had something close to that happen. They had to replace one of the power sockets, the entire outlet, because most of the outlets in this house are like 30 some odd years old. And after that much use, you plug a thing into your socket, sometimes the connections don't work all together. And the problem with that is if those connectors fall apart inside, that knocks out the power in the whole circuit. Because something's wrong in the circuit, you don't want the house to burn down, it takes out the entire circuit. No, that's why you have circuit breakers. And so we had to have somebody come in and figure out which socket was bad and then fix it, and then everything was, well, which outlet, and then fix that, just replace it. Quite amazing. But so any other one of my sockets in this area, if they're not immediately replaced, could go out at any time. But nothing's been going on, so at least I think I'm good that way. Let's hope. Which strikes me, since I just talk about whatever flops into my head, which strikes me, it used to be, it was a big thing when you got electrical equipment, it always had the grounding cable on it. It always had a ground because they've got that third cable on stuff, on the outlets, for grounding, because if you don't ground stuff, electricity is inefficient and weird, and it's dangerous, and it'll destroy your equipment or you without even thinking. And so many things these days, no grounding cable. Nope, no grounding. PS4, no grounding. Xbox One, no grounding. No grounding on anything. It's like, what? These are major pieces of electronic equipment and there's no grounding on it? So I don't understand what's going on there, or why, but yay. Another thing that I wanted to mention, just because, and I know that somebody's going to say, oh my gosh, look at that, he's bought something, therefore he's not poor, he's a scam artist. Because people still say that about, look, he's got stuff back on his shelf, he owns things, he's not poor. So no matter what I do, But I have to spend money on this just like I have to spend money on food, because you don't eat food, you die. So I don't do this. I will be wheelchair bound or bed bound within a month. I like being able to walk to Walmart 6 or 7 mile round trips and back. I like being able to sign my name because my hands work. Without cannabis, I am going to be wheelchair bound at best, bed bound most likely. So, I just want you to think about what it's like that in Washington State, I can, within 1 mile, walk to a store and get alien rock candy. This is a package of pain control for me. It is in 3.5 grams. And here is the THC information on the back. It is not incredible. Come on now, you can focus. Maybe it can't, but these, you just get that. This was like, I think it was $12. So you can get not bad THC. I mean, this is 18%. Total cannabinoids, with you add everything together, and it's 20%, but 18%, it's 3.5 grams, and you can get that, and this lasts me days. So that's a very good thing. Which is good, because I am showing you all that I have left out of my little cannabis bucket. I have to take these outside with my pipe and then pack it on up and smoke these if I want to have cannabis from bud. And I use my oil rig if I need to use an oil dab to get the THC in me quickly. Because while bud is nice at like 20% THC, and that'll be in my system and good, but the oil is anywhere from 60 to 90% THC. The bad part about taking oil hits is, of course, you are heating up your nail to like 1,000 degrees, and then you take the oil, put it on there, and then that, well, probably about 400 degree oil goes down the pipe into the water and then into your lungs. So yeah, even vaping does damage to your lungs because it's superheated. And that's really what does the most damage to your lungs when you smoke. It's superheated smoke. It is literally burning your lungs, and it does damage that way. Yay. So, but I have to get THC into my body as much as I can. And the thing about that, though, is because I was on 45 milligrams of methadone daily, and because I was on 27 other prescription medications for my fibromyalgia, my back injuries daily, my tolerance for everything is sky high. I feel nothing but pain control. I get a vague sense of well-being. So there is that. But all I get is a vague sense of well-being, pain control. I will, of course, get cotton mouth. I will, of course, get dry eyes because it's THC, it's cannabis. And that's one of the side effects. But I feel nothing but that vague sense of well-being and pain control. I could take, and had, because of my conditions, 60 and 70 milligrams of OxyContin, and I felt nothing but pain control. My tolerance, because of all the meds that I have been on, is sky high for everything. Now, it used to be, they thought that because there's all these organelles in your body called, well, there's a lot of little organelles, but there's little cells in little organelles in your cells called Golgi bodies. And the more you partake of a particular drug, the more Golgi bodies you get. So at least decades ago, it was thought that the Golgi bodies had to do with tolerance. I don't know if that's still proper thinking on stuff. Because, you know, the more you drink, the more Golgi bodies you get. The more you smoke, the more Golgi bodies. It's like when you become addicted to something, the more you get something, the more Golgi bodies. So, I don't know. Hard to say. Oh shucks, 14 minutes and change. I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and this time I actually did open up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab. Thumbs up for that. So I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people, and as arranged, because even though I got American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand, fibro, depression, and worse, I'm getting a lot better, but I do my best. If I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. We're not really good at that sort of thing. And I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm just thanking people for having left a comment. Good comment, bad comment, indifferent comment. Thank you for having left a comment. 99.99% of the Mr. Beast comments are gone. And it's now just real people making real comments. So that's cool. Did Mr. Beast do anything for me? Guess. But that's okay. He's got his own life. He's got stuff that he's doing. I'm not going to complain. I never expected anything, so I'm not going to be upset. Bankway, greatly appreciated. NJP, thumbs up and thank you. Watto517, greatly appreciated. AJ Mitchell, sorry about that. Thank you very, very much. And then we have Chris A, greatly appreciated. Tin Fan, thank you very, very much. 21-year Russian, greatly appreciated. And Sebastian Ferris, greatly apprecited. Thumbs up and thank you. Good to see you in the comments. And Robert Paget, thumbs up and thank you, I think, hopefully. Thithercoin, greatly appreciated. Kanishi, thank you very, very much. And Jonathan Black, greatly appreciated. Stupid Dog, thumbs up. Gary Blackberry, greatly appreciated. AJ Mitchell, thumbs up and thank you. Ollie B, thumbs up and thank you. And Cara King, greatly appreciated. And hey, Potato Tron, always good to see you in the comments. Thank you very much, and thank you for staying with me. Pandora NYC1, thank you very, very much. Greatly appreciated. John Timing, oh, you just keep fighting against the darkness. It can be done. Trust me. And Yuval Grossman, thumbs up and thank you. Anthony Ornelas, greatly appreciated, and I sure hope you feel better too. And Dreadnought1, thumbs up and thank you. Lexus Weinberg, greatly appreciated. And last but not least, Carolina, thumbs up and thank you very, very much. And if it still sounds so much like the actual period on the periodic table, there's a Carolinium, and so Carolinum, it sounds so much like that. So if that's a given name, that's actually amazing, kind of cool. And if not, then if you chose that pun, awesome. If not, then awesome anyway, because it still works out. Thumbs up. And again, if that's your given name, that is really cool. So check that out on the periodic table of the elements, Carolinium. It's I don't think it may be one of those really, really heavy, high-end, almost artificial metals that you have to make. Not metals, but elements. I don't know. Anyway, though, if you can check out my various links, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, NearlySeniorCitizen.com, a blog that I have not yet done anything with. Thank you again, Brian Glenn. Sorry that I've just, I fell asleep 5 hours. Good. A good 5 hours. Not good, because not with my sleep mask, but boy vey. Anyway, though, if you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, I am doing okay for December. All my rent is paid. Everything is paid for December. January, I should be okay. February, not sure about. I should be good. Now, this is all good as in I'm not going to be homeless, but not good as in it's going to be super tight. So if you could donate or become a Patreon.com patron, that would be very, very awesome. But if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I do take all good wishes and deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest. So thank you very, very much. And if you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. Definitely a thumbs up. If you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very cool. Greatly appreciated. Now, I would understand if you don't want to. I mean, but if you are down with it, I will do my very best to keep you entertained from now to the literal end of time. And remember, when I die, the universe comes to a crashing halt for me. So, and that's going to be a while. I've come up with a clean bill of health. My last checkup at the VA had a CT scan from my lungs to my abdomen to my crotch, and so far, looking good, aside from a peppering of calcification throughout both lungs. So we're going to watch that. I need another CT in a year. Past that, doing good. Hopefully I'm going to have a reaction video today, hopefully a game video from a game channel, hopefully I'll live stream if I don't keep falling asleep. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend. That is a promise. So take care and have a great day.